The former water superintendent in Waterbury is requesting to be put into a program that could clear his record. Bradley Millay is accused of lying on his job applications for 2 positions with the city's water department, facing 2 felony charges of forgery. Today, Millay applied for an accelerated rehab program.
Essentially, our position is Mr. Millay was well qualified, he did his job, and really, for lack of a better expression, is a political fall guy for an incident that took place.
In an email to Channel 3, Millay admitted to checking a box that said he had a college degree despite not graduating. He's due back in court July 1st. Millay has since resigned from the department.